Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303. Introducing one co-host with more nuggets than Chick-fil-A, Nick Morahan. Executive producer until we find someone better, Eric Washington. Nobody really knows what he does around here, Nevada Putnam. And now, the single greatest thing to happen to hosting in history, Jermaine Antonio Colon Mendez. On with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303, episode 269. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host. And as always, we have with us the executive producers, the EPE, and Nevada Putnam. How are you doing this evening, Eric?
Well, for the first time in my life, I always tell people I feel old, but for the first time in my life, I can actually say I feel old. So I threw my back out putting a fitted sheet on a mattress.
Oh, yeah.
And then after throwing my back out, I sat in a tattoo chair for 6 hours. And for the last 2 to 3 days, I've barely been able to move. So, God, please take me before that's my permanent state. That's all I ask. It's been horrible.
We call that the Joe Biden in this household.
Start calling you Sleepy Joe now, huh?
Sleepy Joe, dude. Sleepy Joe back.
Yep. Or, the imaginary invalid. Your choice. How are you doing this evening, Nevada?
I'm doing good. I was just watching this Phillies Braves game, and they were showing a clip of the mascot run where they do it around the warning track. And that Homer bucket just leveled the drill.
Hit stick, bro. He said, I'm not winning. You're not winning.
And not only did he hit stick him, he turned around and then gave him the people's elbow right on top.
Dropped the people's elbow. I was like, what is this chaos, bro?
Oh, my gosh. That was better than the game. The game's good, but that was top notch right there.
Bro, and the brick and the hammer were the only ones left. I was like, Jesus, this became a two-man race real quick.
Yeah. That brick and the hammer got to get out of there before they get some of that Homer bucket vengeance as well.
I have a soft spot for mascots. We used to go to my shout out the El Paso Diablos, bro. We used to go to those games growing up a lot as kids, and they would always the mascots would come guest spot at the minor league. And we would always pick which mascots we wanted to see. So you always had to see the Philly Fanatic, right? Which is shocking why Eric was a Red Sox fan growing up, considering he just smiled so big for the Philly Fanatic.
Now, I don't even know what Boston's mascot is. To be honest, baseball was never a passion or like something I watched regularly. I was just a kid in 2004 when the Sox won, and I was like, fuck it, this is who I'm riding with.
He just picked the winner.
I'm like every Patriots fan since Tom Brady. I did exactly
You're
what
like every Red Sox fan.
And every Red Sox fan that doesn't live in Boston.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. We did
the
exact same
guy.
thing. Yeah.
No. He was a Longhorns football, UNC basketball fan as well.
This doesn't have to break down into Eric's
We
crazy
do a little
history.
bit. A little bit.
Look, it's Philadelphia for pro teams and the University of Texas for college teams, and that is that.
And the Tar Heels.
No, not the Tar Heels. Death to UNC and NC State. Fuckers with their emails.
Chill, dude. Don't get so angry. You might throw your back out again.
Dude.
He's going to sneeze mid-pod and just wail out in pain.
Ooh.
I did sneeze in coffee a couple times where I thought,
how do I induce sneezing?
don't do that. I don't know how to induce.
There's a quick web search.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want to leave at WebMD to diagnose yourself, then I'll just go ahead and figure out how to make you sneeze.
Maybe bring in an old dusty book or something and just kind of dust fly off.
Pepper will do it.
We got a shelf of books that have been half read. Everyone has books in your house that haven't been read.
Speaking of Pepper, a girl at our work in the Teams chats, and Nevada, I gotta ask you this. She said the most horrifying experience of her life. She wasn't even involved in the altercation, but she got a hint of pepper spray, and she said it ruined her whole weekend. Now, I've been pepper sprayed, directly in the eye. You're better the next day. But how do people react to that? Because, does it really fuck people up? Put them down? For the count or what?
It depends person to person. So I have a pretty high spice tolerance. So when I got pepper sprayed, it was like 2 or 3 minutes of, pain and watery eyes. Got some water on there, flush it off. Good to go pretty soon. Some people, like those white, fair-skinned people like Nick might have some problems. He's going to have some problems. He's going to be out for a couple hours. And the best part, if he gets it in the hair, once he goes and takes a shower, it reactivates. And it's going to go down his body to his jimmies.
They purposely did it that way, too, in the Navy.
Yeah.
They put that shit on your dome and let it ride down. I was like, why are we doing it this way?
Yeah. So when you do that in the academy, they'll tell you like to, if you can, take a shower there before you leave, so that way it gets most of it out. But they're like, hey, if you're driving home, pull over if you start feeling something, because we don't need you, start tearing up and you panic, and all of a sudden we got a 4-car accident on the highway
caused by a cadet.
Yeah. You just got residuals from pepper spray dripping down their brow.
It's all threshold, you know what I mean? Like Nick will hurt his back and he'll be out running the next day, you know what I mean? Eric will hurt his back and he can't find a comfortable position to shit. So it's all about threshold.
But I was sitting in a tattoo chair for 14 hours. Like, it's just different types of pain, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all thresholds. Like, it's all like what you can tolerate as an individual. That's why it's like trying to speak to that on a broader scale is like incredibly difficult.
She just made it seem like it was anthrax. And
she's probably also lived a very charmed life.
Oh, for
charmed
sure. Yeah,
life
she grew up like in Orange County.
Like as a woman, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, and that whole aspect.
Yes. Yeah. You don't have to do a ton of shitty things, you know what I mean? Yeah. Literally, like, dudes are out there cleaning septic tanks.
First of all, boys probably pepper spray each other for fun.
I've been tased for fun.
Yeah, multiple times. My big brother, it's not fun. For him, it was.
I mean, I willingly let people tase me.
What?
I willingly let people tase me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
And then I shrugged it off because I'm a man.
Okay.
The handheld ones, or are you talking about like the 5-second rides?
The 5-second ride, I don't willingly let anybody do. No chance, dude. That
5-second ride is the crazy
one time. That's enough.
Those things suck.
Those bath salt people that just take it and keep going. I'm like, who are you? Real life superhero for sure, without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah, temporary superpowers.
You don't know who the hero is in that situation.
It's true.
Yeah, you know what?
Every villain thinks they're the good guy. That's what makes a good villain.
Some of them are too.
Thanos was right.
Yeah, a couple of ones I could think of. But
makes such a good story in movie too, from the villain's perspective. I love that.
Unless you're the Joker. The Joker's just an asshole.
He's just straight up psychotic.
All right, on today's episode, we'll be getting into head-to-head review, pop culture pick'em, top 5 movie theater snacks. The order is myself, Eric, Nevada. And then we have a blind 5 that Eric and I will try to tackle. And by Eric and I mean I'll pick the order because Eric will just stare at me blankly. And then we'll get into the NFL divisional breakdown for the NFC EAST.
All right. Want me to throw this head-to-head up real quick?
I mean, I think I just
Hold on. All right.
Panic.
Boom.
Panic.
No, there's no panic.
Panic.
All right. So last week was week 33. Solid week. Couple dubs on the board. JC actually went 2-1. All on UFC bets too.
Chugga, baby.
He is officially catching up to me in Nevada as far as the win column. He's 25-74, down 16.14 units. Nick just continues to suck it up. 1187-1, down 43.42 units, which I have to verify because I think he's actually down 45.42 units. Not to compile on that, but he's just been eating L after L. Nevada went 1-2, 29-70, down 24.22 units. Nevada, how bad was that Michigan 400 finish for you? I didn't ask yesterday.
Oh, let's see. I had Chevy.
You had Chevrolet, yeah, and a Toyota one. Chevy got second.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Chevy got second.
Chevy got second, dude.
The streak lives.
It's a skill. It is legitimately a skill.
Is there a bet? Is there a bet to pick who finished, what manufacturer finished second? Because we could just ride that and be rich.
Oh, I wish. No, there's only 3 manufacturers, so.
This is why he's always finishing second, Eric.
Damn. All right. And then I went 1-2, putting me at 27 and 72, down 2.13 units. We are all now officially, or no, we've been officially all in the negative since 2 weeks ago. But I will get out of this hole soon. I have a scheme coming. I have a strategy that I'm working on. I'm just gonna start flipping a coin. Let's decide. My stupid ass can't do it.
Look at him. He's panicking, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not panicking.
Look
I
at
just
him.
know that I just know that I don't pick
Panic.
winners. I can't. I have a Drake betting record, dude. It's out of control.
Freaking Drake.
Did you see that?
I did. And his is bad.
Let me for the fans out there, if you didn't see this, it was on our Instagram post.
It's basically Nick's record with 100 more losses.
Yeah, Drake is reportedly, nobody can confirm this, but 17 and 189 in sports bets. Granted, he's playing with much larger,
And he's usually riding home teams.
Yeah.
He's usually betting with Canada. Like, he bet Canada against Argentina. Like, come on now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just rocking with his boys.
At
like
that point, just give the money to charity.
He did. It's called the Las Vegas National Mutual Fund.
Heard Chef.
Oh, dude, I love that. I'm slowly creeping back up, dude. I'm in it. I'm right there.
For the time being.
I'm right there. I can't wait, dude. Then I'm gonna
Man.
cook y'all. I'm gonna cook y'all
Luck will
again.
run out soon.
My luck will run out
Hopefully
by
not.
74 losses is what we're calling luck right now.
Dude, this is, I don't know, man. I was at the beginning of the season, I was like, all right, we're all like in slumps, whatever. Like, we'll turn it around. And now I'm just like, we're not gonna turn this around. Like, this is just,
We keep betting parlays.
yeah. We gotta,
I've already said I'm changing the rules. next
we
year.
gotta change it up because
Like-
I don't think if we weren't betting crazy parlays, it'd be this bad.
Bro,
Like,
some
we'd
of
all
y'all
have at least 4 more wins.
some of y'all are wilding with the parlays too.
Well, Nick's today is 1,600.
I think you submitted a 9-leg NBA parlay one time.
I
Like,
did.
just chaos.
And I missed like 8 of the legs.
Probably.
I should
Probably.
get a credit for being that bad.
Vegas doesn't credit shit, bro. All right, let's go ahead and get into head-to-head here. Oh, hold on. Nevada, are you back?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You mean pop culture pickle?
Pop culture
Oh.
pickup, yeah. I just know Nevada's dog's got the zoomies over there.
All right. Today, top 5 movie theater snacks. We got Jermaine, myself, Nevada. Jermaine, what's number 101 here?
So look, the obvious answer here is popcorn, but I'm not taking it because popcorn's fucking awful.
Mhm.
I worked in a movie theater and I was never like the biggest popcorn fan. I ate it because it was purchased. And that still holds true today. Mostly like if you'll offer me popcorn, I'll probably have a handful in the theater. But going home smelling like it, feeling that butter on your skin, like,
Upset stomach
oh man, it's just,
every time.
I'm not a fan. So I'm going to go with Icy.
Oh, damn.
I see.
I love Icy. I just looked at him the other day because we went to go see Alien Romulus.
Fire.
And yeah, pretty good movie. And I was like, dude, they had a Sprite cherry Icy or something. And I was just like, I should have gotten an Icy. But next time.
Hopefully they still have it. With the 102, I'm going to go ahead and take nachos with extra cheese. Gotta have the extra cheese.
I would say you got to have jalapenos. Also, you're saying got to have extra cheese and you didn't put it on the line.
Nachos is the snack. Not everybody gets extra cheese, but just nachos.
This is your list.
Nachos. Nachos is my pick. I just like to have extra cheese with them sometimes.
Got to have
Every time.
jalapenos.
I do like jalapenos, but you know how I get.
Yeah, you don't know how you get it. I love it, dude. Nevada's dog is going ape shit over
The
there.
Zoomies?
He keeps running downstairs and barking at the trail. Now he's got a motor mouth and he's all dehydrated, so he keeps slurping up water. So, yeah, if you hear a motor mouth, just ignore it. He's getting some exercise in.
That's hysterical, dude.
He'll pass out here pretty soon.
Only on the 303, baby.
Oh, we lost
Oh, we
Nevada.
lost him? The dog probably hit the router, dude.
Dude, if he drops out, that's amazing.
All right, we got him again.
All right, he's moving.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to take it because it's low-hanging fruit, but popcorn. I totally get you get you where you came from, Jermaine. You work there. You get tired of it. You get tired of the smell, all of it. But for us people that were not in the biz, oh man, you can't beat popcorn.
I get the allure. For sure.
Classic. You can't beat it.
My favorite thing to do is lightly butter the popcorn and then open your bag of Reese's Pieces and dump it all into dump it into the popcorn, because that's what Reese's Pieces were designed for.
Yeah, you start throwing combos in there, whatever combo you want to have.
Yeah, people don't do that no more.
I saw a homie, or one of our close homies. He put what are the chocolate raisins called? There's a name for them.
Raisinets.
Raisinets.
Yeah.
He did raisinets. I was like, dude, you just ruined this.
Chocolate Raisinets are good though.
I don't like them.
Wouldn't be my choice, but I got you.
I'm not. First of all, I just said Reese's Pieces, so I'm with you guys on that.
Yeah. Next one, I'm gonna go with one of the last times. Was it this year? No, it was last year. Went to a movie theater with a friend, and for whatever reason, I just got this big hankering for a hot dog. They didn't have it. No, they did have some, but they weren't the big size. They were just like regular tiny guys. But you get a hot dog in the theater, especially if you load that up. Give it.
I didn't know you were a size queen, Nevada.
Yeah. When it, yeah. That's why Joey Chestnut's my favorite athlete of all time. He knows how to handle it.
The King Gobbler himself.
You know they're doing a live event on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're damn right. I know. I got reminders set to watch.
Kobayashi.
Yep.
That's his name, right? Kobayashi.
Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Maru.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a Star Trek reference. I forgot you didn't have a childhood.
All right. Damn.
Too busy working out in them streets, bro.
With the 202, I'm gonna take Twizzlers.
Twizzlers, man.
You know,
all those candies. You chose Twizzlers.
Yeah, Twizzlers. Dude.
I'm going with my favorite thing to stop when I was working there: outside food and drink.
Okay.
There's something special about sneaking it in and then being in the theater and busting out a foot-long Subway sandwich and sitting in your lap.
That is literally what my father has done. A whole ass foot-long sandwich.
I'm on his side, bro. Movies are better with snacks, and it's not our fault. They don't offer the best snacks.
Yeah.
Well, there's theaters now that are kind of coming around.
They're waking the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hey, people have been sneaking in snacks since 1933, when the first movie theater opened in Iowa of the United States. I just made all that up, boys.
New York.
You had me sold. I was like, yeah, Iowa. Sure, why not? What else are you gonna do in Iowa?
Yeah, exactly.
You got a captive audience.
You're gonna eat popcorn because Iowa's known for corn.
There you go.
Come on.
See, that's probably where it originated. Before then, it was I don't know. What did people eat in the 20s?
People?
Anchovies or something? I don't know.
Ugh.
Wasn't the 20s the Great Depression?
Gulag.
Trash.
Oh,
What's that? What's that? Gruel.
Yeah, gruel.
Ugh.
Like prison food?
Dude, prisoners eat the same stuff
Slop?
the Navy eats, bro.
Mm.
That's how well they treat you in the military. All right, so I got outside food and drink. Next thing I'm going to take is personal pizza.
Are you sneaking in a personal pizza?
No.
Okay.
They have been selling those there. Dude, if they would team up with Red Baron and sell those little Red Baron circle pizzas at the movie theaters, I'll fuck around and get one of those every single time.
Between that, like pizza rolls?
Bro, if they sold pizza rolls, Nevada, you're evolving the game, dog.
Trademark 303 property.
There it is, trademark. Wow, that's a great idea, dude. Hot Pockets.
They don't take that long to heat up. You throw them in the oven.
Bro.
You sell them for what? You get 20 for like, no, it's inflation. So you get 20 for like, what, $600 nowadays?
At the movie theater, especially movie theaters, always been the barometer of inflation.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Well, it's like $7 for a liter of cola now, dude.
A liter of cola?
Unreal.
I'm probably gonna just go pretzel here, because I don't deviate much from popcorn, nachos, or Twizzlers, but I'll go pretzel here.
It's a good choice. Pretzels are good. Pretzels, like, if they opened up an Auntie Anne's in the movie theater,
I was just thinking of that.
Or a Cinnabon or something.
those pizza pretzel bites, dude. A Cinnabon would be wild, Eric. I would fall asleep for sure. That sugar crash would be wild. I'd be in heaven, but I would for sure fall asleep.
Yeah, you walk up there and be like, let me get 6 of them. I'll be back before the show starts.
6 more.
Yeah. I've never had a pretzel in a movie theater.
These pretzels are
They're pretty
making
good.
me thirsty.
They use the same cheese as they use for the nachos, so it's never really like, it is what it is, but it's decent.
Not
right.
So the thing is not all movie theaters
Do that?
sell pretzels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never paid that much attention. Usually I'm going popcorn or a nice glizzy where I can just. But next up.
Wow, this is a 13 show. Dang.
I'm going to go with Sour Patch Kids.
Fire.
Those are good.
Just, yeah. You can't beat that. Pop those bad boys in there. You start to get a little sleepy or something. The movie's not doing so hot. Give me some more Sour Patch Kids. Motor Mouth is back. On the back to back, I'm going to go with, I was going to originally go with ice cream, but I think more specifically, I'm going to go like ice cream, like candy bars, like a Snickers frozen candy.
Dude, Acuna just went yard. Oh, that's Azuna. Sorry. Dude,
Acuna got really big if that was him.
I was actually like, I was thinking that. I was like, man, Acuna got fat. So why not? Dude, he don't run. At the movie theater I managed, we used to sell Dippin' Dots, dude.
Ice cream of the future.
Ice cream of the future,
Yep.
bro. That was a fire idea. The only reason I hated them is because those cups fit perfectly into the cup holders. And they were a bitch to get out, dude.
See, I when I worked at the putt course and the batting cages, we had, it wasn't called Dippin' Dots, but it was the exact same thing, but a different brand. The problem I always thought was they melt so freaking quick.
1,000%, yeah.
That's like
out of that freezer. It's a
so they used to not used to. They ship them in these crates, right?
Yep.
With ice cold dry ice.
Yep.
And every time you opened it, like all this fog would spill out of the thing, and I was just like, damn. So you have to, like, as soon as you open it, it's like you gotta move them, you gotta rotate stock, bro. I was like in there. I was in there like a savage, but they had to keep those motherfuckers crispity cold just so they maintain any consistency.
As soon as somebody ordered it, it's like, okay, I'll go and get it. I don't want to waste any time so those bad boys melt. So if you want to pay now, I'll go into the back, grab them, come out here, because by the time you get them, pay for them, pick them up, they're going to be halfway melted.
Yeah,
like, nope, I totally understand.
Straw. This is your Dippin' Dots straw.
Yeah. That'll be $6, please.
Dude, they were so expensive. They were expensive back then. I can only imagine how much they are now.
Oh, jeez.
The overhead has to be insane.
Oh, for sure. Delicious, but unpractical.
I loved them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, to keep this moving along here, I'm just gonna go with what have I bought before? Snickers, like the little individually wrapped ones that they sell you.
Dude,
what have I bought?
What have I bought before?
My list is done. Nachos, popcorn, and a drink. My list ends right there. That's what movie food is to me.
Nobody picked soda.
Oh, that's a beverage though. Like icy, I get as a snack because it's got some sweetness to it, and it's I don't know. Like, I just didn't think soda. Yeah.
Pops don't have sweetness to them.
I mean, they do, but whatever, dude. You're busting my argument here, and I don't like it.
I love how he's like, all right, to keep this moving along, and then he goes, what have I?
I don't even know if I have a fifth pick here. Dude.
Yo, Reese's Pieces is still on the board. Give me that, John, bro.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're fantastic.
That's how it's spelled,
And
right?
it's
Okay.
it's the homies pieces, you know what I mean? That's what it is. And then man, all right, give me Kazoozles.
Sweet Tart Ropes.
Sweet Tart Ropes, yeah.
Oh,
I will
okay.
forever. They rebranded them and it pissed me off because Kazoozles is so much fun to say.
I don't know how to spell that, so I'm going with Sweet Tart.
Kazoozles. Kazoozles.
You brought that up probably a couple months ago.
Yeah, on a different one. Yeah, anytime
Yeah.
I can sneak it into a PCP, I'm probably gonna sneak it in, dude.
Oh, man.
So let me ask you this: when someone says, "What's your favorite candy?" Does chocolate count, or is candy typically just gummies and sour stuff, that kind of stuff?
My brain goes to Snickers when I hear candy, so I include chocolate in that.
Okay,
For sure. Yeah.
Nevada.
Yeah. See, if I say chocolate, I would think either Hershey's or M&M's. Because Snickers, you got the nuts and
Nougat.
caramel and nougat. Yeah.
No. What I'm asking is, if I said, "What's your favorite candy?" Do you also think chocolate, or is chocolate are chocolate bars their own separate thing, and then candy is like Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, Starburst, and all that stuff?
No, I would consider part of candy, not separate.
Okay, all right, yeah, because some people split them.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense because you go get me a candy bar. No, I mean, that's just a chocolate bar in my head. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, because they don't really sell I
Yeah,
couldn't
there's-
imagine a gummy candy bar, dude.
Just
I-
Sour Patch this big. Just like,
You just bite it.
I'm here for it, but I ain't seen it.
your mouth is just.
Dude, there's no way I could eat. It's so funny. It's like the I couldn't eat 8 cheese sticks, right? Like the peeled, what do they call those?
String cheese?
Yeah, string cheese.
I couldn't eat 8 string cheese. You deep fry those motherfuckers and put a nice breading around them. I'm
100%.
smashing 8 mozzarella sticks, right?
Yeah.
I could smash a bag of Sour Patch Kids,
Not a whole
which, if you molded it together, could make a whole bar. But if you gave me a whole bar of just Sour Patch Kid, I'm out. I don't want it. That sounds disgusting.
Like, no, that's too much for me, man.
It's a little too.
But you give me that bag? All right.
Dog, it's exactly that. I don't know. My brain is ridiculous. All right, Eric.
Since a lot of movie theaters have been doing this lately, and I have had it once or twice, I'm gonna go with chicken tenders and fries.
I mean, that's always a plus when you can get.
Is that a snack though?
They sell it at the movie theater, Eric. Stop overthinking it.
All right.
You'll be all right. I took outside food and drink, and I just said I was bringing a whole Subway sandwich in that
He
job.
pulled a footlong out of his trench coat.
There's an obvious honorable mention if Nevada doesn't take it here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna think that hard about it. I'm gonna go with churro.
Ooh, man, they need to. I don't know. I grew up in a Hispanic hometown. We did not offer churros at the movie theater, so
Yeah,
that is outstanding.
There was was it Elvis Cinemas? Something like that. They had churros. Pretty solid substitute.
Yeah, the honorable mention was beer.
Well, I was thinking outside food and drink, you would have included beer on that.
Well, they sell beer at the theater.
Yeah, because I was going to say a story. When I was in college, me and my buddy went to I don't know, some movie, and we brought in, I don't know, 4 or 5 beers each. Get in there, sneak in. We're in the middle of the theater, middle row, middle seats. You know, we start popping them. We're like, pop, pop. He finished with one. I accidentally kick it. It's right there in the previews when the preview's done. So there's like this 10, 15 seconds of silence, and it just rolls down the steps. Clink, clink, clink. And it's just everybody's dead quiet. I was like, Jesus, Jake, you sound like you're a freaking drunk. And everybody's just laughing. I was like, oh, man.
Dude, so someone snuck in a 36 pack into the movie theater.
You need a lifestyle change.
I was like, how? Where did you put this 36 rack to get that bitch in?
That's
I
what
was
I'm
like-
asking.
I was like, I gotta go fire the person who tears tickets, bro, because this is embarrassing. We failed as a unit.
You got Stevie Wonder out there checking tickets or something?
I guess so, dude. I guess so.
Man.
What was so funny is like when I was working there, everyone was really good about actually enforcing the rules that you didn't want to enforce.
Except for keeping me out of the theater.
Nah, they started kicking you out, bro.
No, only the people that didn't know me very well kicked me out.
Martin was kicking you out, bro.
Yeah, but fuck Martin.
Whoa.
Respectfully, of course.
Nah, dude, you were there all the time, not buying shit. You were just loitering.
I made it look full.
We should have put a "If you see this man" sign up.
You were
act like it was every day. I was always there.
Yes,
Jermaine,
every day.
Jermaine, was Eric more like Jay or Silent Bob in the movie theater?
Dude, he was more like both. He'd be standing there next to the person tearing tickets. Then all of a sudden he's behind the concession stand. Then he said box, like with his head tilted to try to talk through the little slit at the box office while people are in the line trying to buy tickets at the box office.
17-year-old who had no respect for other people's time or place. Like, I get it now, but I was 17, dude. I was having fun with my friends who were working their first jobs. Like,
he just sees the concession line stacking up. He's like, you know what? I'll give him a free 15 right now. I'll cut this line down.
Also, maybe not you, because I don't know if you came in very often, but don't act like motherfuckers wasn't leaving Subway with fucking weeks worth of food when I was working there.
I mean, I'm not saying they weren't. That's a funny thumbs up, though. That's a funny thumbs up for those of you not watching on YouTube. No, I'm not saying you didn't hook it up. I'm just saying you were there all the time.
Yeah, dude.
You would pop in daily.
I didn't have a job. I had a bunch of money in a car. My friends were at the same place. I was like, let me go be at the same place all my friends are at.
You would pop in daily and be like, Jermaine, why haven't you got me a job? I was like, the cat's out of the fucking bag, bro. How am I supposed to get you a fucking... Homie was in the break room sometimes. I'd walk into the break room because somebody was like trying to show me something. And homie's in the break room. I was just like, what are you doing here?
Chilling with my homies, dude.
Yeah, you want to read this list back?
Yeah.
Taking a quick 5 real quick, all right?
I need 5 minutes to walk around the fucking building all day. Top 5 movie theater snacks. Jermaine had the first pick. He went icy. Outside food and drink. Personal pizza, Reese's Pieces, and Kazoozles, also known as Sweet Tart Rolls.
You're the one who said it first.
Right. Then I had the second pick. I went nachos, Twizzlers, pretzels, Snickers, and chicken tenders and fries. Nevada had the third pick. He went popcorn, hot dogs, Sour Patch Kids, ice cream, but specifically like the candy bar ice creams, and then churros.
Those Snickers ice creams are good, bro. The Twix ones are good.
Yeah. I got one last one sitting in my freezer, and after I said that, I keep looking over at the freezer like, you know what?
This is the time where his Spider-Man abilities are about to kick in.
Yeah. My guy has the ice cream in the fridge right now. In the freezer. That's amazing.
Fuck my brain up if they put a Baskin Robbins in a movie theater. I go full fucking rain.
You got mad at me when I called it that.
Dude, ice cream, to me, ice cream is almost like just the food of the gods, dude. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like my favorite shit.
Have you had a steak?
Yeah. Doesn't beat ice cream.
Oh, dude, you're wildly incorrect.
Never beats ice cream.
You get like a nice, cool center steak.
Dude, I know, I get it. It's up there on the list, but it doesn't tell
Put that with some garlic butter mashed potatoes.
I ate my whole tomahawk on my birthday because I didn't eat any sides. I was like, keep that away from me. I'm here for this motherfucker. It was amazing, dude.
Probably one of the best steaks I ever had.
And the best part is, what do you mean, but?
Huh? I couldn't finish it.
Oh, okay.
I was so sad.
Take that home, slice it up for fajitas next day.
Yeah, you didn't take it home?
When do I take leftovers, brother?
When you take leftovers, you put it in the fridge all the friggin' time.
Do I eat them though?
Yes, you just ate them.
What?
Leftovers are the
potato
does
salad, mac salad, El Pollo Loco. Oh, so I named the examples, and he gets mad, and he's just like, nah. All right, bet. All right, Eric, let's get into blind five here.
All right. We need a number from 1 to 8.
Go ahead, Eric.
4.
4. All right.
You and Nick just always pick the middle. It cracks me up.
Yeah, these ones on the ends are gonna be here forever at this rate.
You got to switch the order up.
I know. I'm gonna have to start putting the old ones, move them to the center. All right. So your first entry is going to be Waterboy.
Oh, that's a good fucking movie.
Fuck, dude.
If it's Adam Sandler movies,
That's the thing. If it's Adam Sandler movies, it's like 4. If it's sports movies, I don't know.
it's still probably 4 if it's sports movies. If we're
it's
being
actually probably like
honest,
5 sports movies.
let's not put it at 5 though, because I like Waterboy. Let's put it at 4.
All right, 4. 4 works.
If you put it at 4, it's the devil.
My mama said alligators is mad because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush to brush them. I don't know why that line sticks with me so vividly, but I can't get it. Like, it's just my favorite line from the movie.
My favorite one is just Rob Schneider. You can do it.
Oh, stupid. What'd you say about that movie?
I haven't seen that in a minute. I should probably watch that.
Yeah, it's getting queued up.
All right. Next up, we'll go with Accepted.
Oh, I like that movie, but that's 5 for sure.
Yeah, 5.
Is Justin Long in all these movies?
Justin Long's not in The Waterboy. Is he?
That's
No,
literally
he's
the
not
question I
He's
just
not in The
asked.
Waterboy. No.
Don't ask me a
trying to
question when
find the
I ask
connection
you a
between-
question.
I think I've noticed in these blind fives, obviously you guys can tell it's some sort of movies, but when we have these movies and all of a sudden somebody's like, "Oh, is so-and-so in that movie?" And you're like, they were like 4 when that movie came out. But it's just so funny to see it get all pieced together.
Justin Long could have been 4 when Waterboy was out.
No, I'm just saying as a
It has happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Like Nick had, I can't remember what it was, but it was like Harrison Ford or something. He's like, was he in that? It's like the dude's like 88. I don't think he was in that. Next up, Old School.
Oh, fire movie.
That's a top 2 contender.
I was gonna say 2. Yeah. You want to go
What's
3?
the connection with these though?
Will Ferrell movies.
No, Will Ferrell's not in the first 2. Director? It's probably a director. Oh, I'm down for 3.
Okay.
3.
Old School Heat though, dude.
Yep. Yeah, 3. Nevada. Sorry.
Old School. Whoops. I watch that every time it shows up on the TV. Easy. Next up is going to be Road Trip.
Man, that's a good movie. It's not better than
It's not
2
better
of
than Old
these.
School.
It's
Or
not
Waterboy.
or Waterboy. Yeah.
Damn you, Nevada.
Road Trip's good though.
Dude, we can't put it at 1, but then he's gonna hit us with something stupid like the Barbie movie or some shit. And I still have no idea what the connection is here.
I have no clue, dude. Tom Green movies? Yeah, I mean, we're not putting Road Trip at 1, Nevada. Just slide it in. Go ahead. Put it there. You got it again, you son of a bitch.
Number 1 is Van Wilder.
Oh, I'm so mad. That shouldn't be 1.
I'm actually not mad at it. I fucking love Van Wilder.
That movie's overrated
I'm also
as
sliding
fuck.
with anything Ryan Reynolds does. So, what's the connection here? College movies?
There you go.
There it is. God damn it!
Van Wilder sucks.
You think Van Wilder sucks that bad?
That movie's overrated. Like, I don't think I'd willingly.
And it's based off of.
I don't think I'd willingly put it on again.
Bert Kreischer's life. Van Wilder.
Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
They wrote an article about Bert Kreischer and because he went to FSU and then the Tallahassee Sentinel or something wrote an article about him being at FSU for 7 years, and that turned into fucking the Van Wilder movie.
I do remember him saying that earlier this year.
Yeah.
Or maybe I saw it earlier this year, something like that. Yeah, there's some sort of weird connection where he claims it's inspired by him.
Yeah, where's that Snopes.com fact check? You know, you can't ever trust them, but that's what I need right now. Let's go fact check these motherfuckers. That's an awful list. Like the order, like the movies itself is fine. It's just the order is all wrong.
Yeah, I probably would have put Old School at 1.
Yeah, it should have been Old School, Waterboy, Van Wilder, Road Trip, Accepted. I like Accepted, but it's definitely the worst of those movies.
So far, I'll keep digging, but he's here on the couple podcasts talking about how it was he inspired it, but specifically, where to go? Here it is. Many of the story elements for Van Wilder came from a Rolling Stone article called "The Undergraduate" about the college career of comedian Brett Kreischer. This film is based on the real-life experiences of Brett Kreischer.
Is it Brett or Bert?
Bert Kreischer.
Sorry, Bert.
Bro, I was like, have I been calling him the wrong name this whole time? Nobody corrected me.
It's crazy
for
that
years.
machine story is actually real.
I haven't seen the movie. Has anyone seen the movie?
I don't think I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Is it good?
God awful.
It looked awful, so thank you for telling me. I appreciate you.
It wasn't even worth having on in the background where you vacuum the floor or anything like that. No. I think if I remember right, there was some humor to it in the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then after that, it was like we're trying way too hard. Way too hard.
Wow.
If only you would have the foresight to just make a documentary back then, like take a camera with them live. That would have been way better.
Yeah, because the Russians are going to let you walk around with a camera.
The Russian mob.
Yeah. Dude, what are we doing, bro?
Hey, you never know, dude.
Did they just kill old buddy? Was it? No, it wasn't Assange. What was the other guy that they? Didn't the Russians kill
wasn't it the opposition guy? Navalny or something like that?
They killed someone.
They've killed a few.
They've killed a few for sure.
They
For
dabble.
sure. They dabble in the art of murder. You know what I mean?
Opposition and shit.
CIA does too. You heard about the? Have you heard about the dude who works for Dark Trace and previously started a company with the Bill Gates of Europe that they sold to HP for $11.7 billion? And that dude got sued in the UK court. Got sued in the US court. On June 26, 2024. Was on his yacht this week celebrating with his daughter, like a higher up for, I forget which bank it is, but one of the biggest banks in the world was on that yacht with them, and they were hit by this like mystical water tornado, and most of the crew survived except for
the other side of that story, right?
Yeah, I'm just not talking about it because I'm not trying to get
conspiracy.
I'm not trying to get them in. I'm not trying to get them at my door. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're right.
I don't have Bill Gates of UK money. You know what I mean? So, although he ain't got it no more either.
Yeah, he got 6 feet of dirt on top of him. Or
could you imagine beating
the ocean? I don't know.
Could you imagine beating both cases only to still get axed?
Are they getting HRC'd?
Bro, CIA.
Wow.
Dude, they're cold blooded, dude.
Wow.
They were like, we were gonna get this no matter what. You should have just lost the case.
More money, more problems.
That's how it goes. Let's go ahead and get into the NFC East 2024 divisional breakdown here.
All right. Well, we're doing the NFC East. You guys can see that real well. All right. So last year, Dallas finished first, 12-5. Philly finished second at 11-6. The New York Giants finished third, 6-11, and the Washington Commanders finished fourth, 4-13. This year, as DraftKings has it drawn up, we're going to start with the Philadelphia Eagles, plus 1,500 for the Super Bowl. plus 100 to win the division. To make the playoffs is minus 230. To miss the playoffs is plus 180, and their line has been set at 10.5.
No need to cover this trash team. No to all of them. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Energy.
Departures are. I'm not allowed to like them, so I have to hate them on some shenanigans. But departures. Running back Boston Scott joined the Los Angeles Rams. Running back Rashad Penny joined the Panthers, then saw how bad that football team was and retired. Running back DeAndre Swift joined the Bears. Marcus Mariota joined the Commanders. Julio Jones is out in no man's land. Jason Kelce retired. Zach Cunningham, Shaquille Leonard, Bradley Roby, and Justin Evans aren't signed. I don't think that's accurate. Fletcher Cox also retired. Hassan Reddick was traded to the Jets. Sua Opeta joined the Buccaneers. Jack Driscoll joined the Dolphins. Alameda Zacchaeus joined the Commanders, and Quez Watkins joined the Steelers. Nicholas Morrow joined the Bills, and Kevin Byard joined the Bears. Free agent additions, you have Will Grier and Kenny Pickett joining the quarterback room. Saquon Barkley was brought over on a 3-year, $37.75 million contract with $25.5 guaranteed. Currently hurt, I think, according to Nick's message.
We'll get into it after you do your thing. Go ahead.
You ready to fight, dude? I just said, he is. I was like, damn, dude. I said according to Nick's message. Sources. Wide receiver A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith both extended. Paris Campbell joined on a 1-year deal. They signed Albert Aguimenon to a 1-year extension, and they added C.J. Uzama to that tight end room. They picked up offensive tackle Mekhi Becton, former first-round pick for the Jets, on a 1-year deal, slated to start at right guard for them. They have a massive fucking offensive line, dude. Just amazingly massive human beings. Like, if they walked into a room together, I'd be very scared. Like that white girl on the casting couch. Landed.
I'm not sure what you mean there, Jermaine.
Oh, right. Pre-show, y'all was with it. They send guard Landon Dickerson and Matt Hennessy, edges Brandon Graham and Bryce Huff, linebackers Zach Bond, Oren Burks, Julian Aquara, Devin White, cornerbacks Tyler Hall and Avonte Maddox, safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and kicker Jake Elliott, punter Brandon Mann, and long snapper Rick Lovato. Nevada, you have the schedule, right?
I sure do. So week 1, technically a home game for the Packers, but not in home. They'll be in Rio, correct, Eric?
Brazil.
Welcome to Brazil.
So in Rio for week 1, home against Atlanta. Then they got 2 road games against the Saints and the Bucks. Oh man, 3 NFC Souths. All right. A week 5 bye week. Very early.
Can't win a Super Bowl. They're done.
Yep. According to Eric's logic, that's it.
I understand.
After the bye week, home against the Browns. Then they go visit the Giants and visit the Bengals. Home for the Jags. Visit the Cowboys. Home for the Manders. They go to LA to play the Rams. Then they go to play Baltimore in Baltimore. Then they're home against the Panthers, home against the Steelers. They go to DC to visit the Commanders, home against the Cowboys, and finish it off home against the New York G-Men.
I was going to say something ridiculous. 6th easiest schedule in the league. All right, Eric, give us your unflinching, unbiased opinion on the Philadelphia Eagles for this season.
So for this season, I think there's a lot of hype around the team. And I think the mistake people are making is they're assuming these draft picks are going to hit, and these players that we brought in are going to, like Devin White. Is he going to be the old Devin White? Because he had a few bad seasons there at the end.
He got benched in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it the Devin White from the past? Another thing is we have both new OC and DC. There's been no continuity for Jalen. This is the 3rd offensive coordinator he's had. So there's a lot of question marks. We have a lot of talent. Kellen Moore did have some high-scoring offenses. Fangio does like to run a defense that fits our system, or his system fits our players well, so there's a lot of hope there. But we're potentially going to be starting 2 rookies in the secondary. And then Isaiah Rodgers, who we got from the Colts, was gambling, right? He got suspended for gambling, if I'm not mistaken.
Isaiah Rodgers?
The cornerback, yeah.
He's not on this list. That's why I'm shocked. I don't know who that.
He played for the Colts. He was really good, and then
he didn't play last year, right?
He did not play last year, no, because he was suspended, and I believe it was for gambling. But
correct.
So honestly, there's a lot of question marks. But I think talent can overcome a lot of issues. Schedule's pretty easy. 4 of the last 5 are at home. So I'm gonna go. Let me just say what I picked here. So I have them to win the division. I think they're going to win 13 games, so they're going to hit the over. They will make the playoffs, and even though they have a Week 5 bye, I'm going to sprinkle a little pizza money on the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl.
No, not you.
Limb.
Wow, unflinching, unbiased, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I gave you an honest review of the team. I didn't just sit here and say we're great, we're going to dominate, but there's question marks.
I just heard they're going to win the Super Bowl.
But that's my hope and my faith. Realistically speaking, though.
Yeah. So this is what happened. In June 2023, Rodgers was probed by the NFL, not alien probed, just investigated for violations to the league's gambling policy. He was accused of opening a sportsbook account under the name of a personal associate and making roughly 100 bets, including bets on his own team. On June 28, 2023, ESPN reported that Rodgers, among several other NFL players, would be suspended for the entirety of the 2023 NFL season for violating the league's policy on gambling. Dang.
Yeah. Oh, and another big thing, man. The Eagles lost the greatest center of all time, arguably one of the greatest centers of all time. It's hard to replace that. He did handpick his replacement, and he did train him for 3 years.
I'm not worried about this offensive line, dog.
No, Stoutland, dude. Jeff Stoutland. They're going to fix Mekhi Becton. They're going to fix him. I already have faith in that.
That's first-round talent. They're just slotting him into right guard. He doesn't even have to play tackle.
Big boy. Landon Dickerson's a big boy. And then the guards. Mailata's the biggest left tackle the tackles. Mailata's the biggest left tackle in football now that Tyrone's gone. And then right guard, Lane Johnson, is the highest rated right
tackle, bro.
God damn it. Lane Johnson is the highest rated right tackle in football. I don't know why. I know myself. I'm just, you know what I mean.
Your blood's flowing elsewhere. Talking about the Eagles in 26 straight.
We got 2 weeks, baby, till we smash those fucking Packers into the ground, dude.
That's amazing. All right, Nevada, let's go. Give us the fun fact.
Yes. Philly, they have trees from the moon. And you're like, how?
The moon's not
real. In 1975, on Apollo 14, seeds that were later planted in Philly traveled to the moon on Apollo 14. First plant to be, public plant to be put into space and out into the Earth. Knowing Philly, those trees are probably long gone. Probably lasted a couple years, but Godspeed to Philly.
I thought you were going to hit us with they have the most autistic people per capita in the United States.
The most Rain Men per capita.
Dog. You can't go anywhere without them going.
Dude, the other day when I went to get my tattoo, I hopped into Uber. The dude sees my hat. Doesn't say hi. Doesn't say I'm your Uber driver. Doesn't say, sometimes I'll be like, what's
Eric?
your name?
Eric?
Yeah, those that ask your name. This guy goes, go Birds! I was like, oh, fuck. And then for the next 8 minutes on the drive there, all he could talk about, I was like, dude, I love the Eagles just as much as you, but come on, man.
No, not just as much as him, bro. He went full autistic.
Apparently not. Yeah, because he was on it, dude.
You won't even throw your back out for them, bro.
Okay. All right.
I like Philly. I like Philly's roster. I had concerns having Kelsey leave. Obviously, there's going to be some sort of dip with him leaving. Not like Eric said, one of the best to ever do it. So naturally, there's going to be a dip there. But I will trust Eric's judgment that he has groomed his successor. So hopefully he can pick it up and there won't be too much of a dip. I like the defense. I'm looking at the secondary. And we're about to have the massive cut down day here fairly soon. I don't know who they keep and who they cut in the secondary. I mean, I'm just looking at it from here, but I think you're keeping Reed Blankenship at safety, Bradbury at corner.
Bradbury's a safety now.
Okay, now safety makes sense because now they got the Great White Hope and Cooper DeJean, and then they got Quinyon Mitchell. Who's the other one? C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And you still got a guy named Darius Slay.
And Isaiah Rodgers is slated to be the second corner across from him,
who has been tearing it up.
Well, he was good. I had to look him up because I was like, I didn't know he was on the Eagles.
Yeah.
So the dude left my brain because he got suspended for so long.
Yeah. And then I think one of the most underrated corners, at least that I saw, maybe I didn't watch consistent enough, but Avonte Maddox.
Mm-hmm.
That dude plays so hard.
He does. I love it.
Not the most talented, also probably not the most skilled, but god damn it, he's going to try harder than every other motherfucker out there.
He's probably the 6th or 7th best secondary guy in that room, but you want him on your team.
For sure. The Saints secondary is pretty stacked though. So
yeah. So for me, I don't have any heartache that they go over 10.5 and win the division. Vic Fangio's a wizard when it comes to defensive coordinators, maybe not so much as a head coach, but as a defensive coach, he knows his shit. So I like him. On to you, Jermaine.
Real quick, what's crazy about the D-line and the O-line, and I don't know what's going to happen after cut day, but right now, it's just going to be like during the games, if we keep them, it's just going to be a revolving door of people. Like it's just going to be fresh people all the time. So I think that's going to help because we don't have one guy that's going to go out and get you 15.5 sacks, but we have like 6 guys that are going to go get you 7 to 10.
I think Bryce Huff can hit 12.
You think so? I hope so.
I think he's Hassan Reddick, but younger.
I hope so. I really fucking hope so.
Obviously less of a headache because fuck me, Hassan Reddick is just a doozy. Look, 6 easiest schedule, but Eagles also have a lot of indicators that could lead to a regression, especially in one-score games. But I have a bold prediction for which I probably won't be here for that episode, but I don't think any team wins 12 games this year.
That's crazy.
But I think the Eagles win 11. So, but the juice is on. Although that's to not make the playoffs. Oh, we don't have the juice for the over under. No problem. I'll take the over. I could see them going 10-7. I think they go 11-6, the same as last year. Yes to win the division, and yes to make the playoffs. Obviously,
that'll be what 25 years straight of no repeat division winners.
I was going to come in here and pick the Commanders to win the division, but the Eagles have the 6th easiest schedule. I can't see an offense that has Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, and AJ Brown not being good, especially when I looked at that offensive line and saw they replaced their right guard with Mekhi fucking Becton. Like, the dude just has to be an above average guard. Like, he doesn't have to be anything special. The rest of the line is going to do the work. Like, that's what people are failing to see. Like, I don't think they're going to make Mekhi Becton a perennial all-pro. I think they're going to make Mekhi Becton a serviceable starter in the National Football League. And then the other 4 positions are going to be fucking bangers. So, like, that offense is stacked. And maybe it's misplaced, and I'm going to find out for sure this year. I have faith in Kellen Moore. I defended this offense last year. And they were the last place team for motion last year. 32nd in National Football League.
They never moved before the snap.
No, they went, stood, and then ran their rounds from there. Kellen Moore runs fucking motion
at the highest rate.
Damn near every play. Yeah. Damn near every play. Maybe there is 1 or 2 he doesn't. But.
And that's Devonta and AJ. They're only going to benefit tremendously.
You imagine not having to deal with press fucking coverage?
It's going to be
fucking crazy. It's going to be AJ Brown had 7 games of 150 plus yards last year. Let's make that 8 this year because he's going to fucking eat. I don't see, like, there are indicators that say the Eagles could potentially regress. I don't see it. Like, the defense just has to be serviceable because that's how fucking stacked this offense is. And I think the defense can be serviceable. Jalen Carter got gassed towards the end of the year. He knows what's required of him to be a full year professional NFL player now. But when he was on the field, he was damn near the best player every time he was on the field. And now he knows what to expect for a full season. Look, Jordan Davis, God bless his heart, hasn't really turned into all the hype that they put behind him. As long as he stops the run, it's perfectly fine. Pass rush is a concern. I do like the Huff pickup. I just like they finally invested in linebacker. At the very least, Devin White can tackle.
At least he can wrap his arms around a girl.
Maybe he's not the best in coverage or anything, but he can fucking tackle people. And then Nevada went through the secondary where it's just absolutely insane. Like the depth they have everywhere in the secondary position. It's like Darius Slay's basically going to be safety by the end of the year.
Last year, we were just throwing people at the problem to try, like, what is it called? Like, when you just throw duct tape at a leaky pipe, like it's only a temporary fix. In the offseason, we're like, let's just load up with 60 dudes and see what the best 5 or 6 are.
They said first 2 picks, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, right? Both top 6 corners in this year's draft of like real top end talent. They signed this Isaiah Rogers kid August 2023 last year for this season in mind. Like, Darius Slay can still cover the best of them. I know he's a little older, right? And all he needs to do is eat up 8 weeks so these rooks can get a little seasoning on him so they ain't like white people chicken coming out the oven. You know what I mean? Like, I think this team's got pieces. I don't see them winning the Super Bowl, though.
Super Bowl bound, baby.
Eric, what's the running back situation like? Obviously, you get the big ticket in Saquon, and now according to anonymous sources.
Okay, let me break that down for you. So he had a little tightness in his back, and he was being.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. You and Saquon with back issues.
Massaged, intended to, and then he walked around perfectly fine, took photographs, did autographs and everything. And coach said we're just resting him because he's got a long season ahead of him. So no injury concerns yet.
Deshaun Watson massage?
What?
Deshaun Watson massage?
Anyway. And then behind him we have Kenny G. Hopefully Kenneth Gainwell.
And the Rook is impressing.
And then Will Shipley from Clemson is crushing it.
Jeremiah Trotter is crushing it too, and that's not even a rookie that anyone's talking about.
More of a pass catching back, kind of the role he filled at Clemson, but that is something that fits perfectly with this team. They said Saquon was already catching balls, and if I'm not mistaken, Saquon's a decent pass catching back, right?
Saquon is amazing at everything, all things football. Saquon, fantastic, yes.
So, I mean, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. So
Saquon's back is finally given out after all those years carrying the Giants.
Yeah. And fucking Boston Scott's gone.
I fully believe Saquon will average about 2.5 to about 3.5 yards before first contact this season with this O-line.
That's a fucking bonkers statistic.
Rashad never had an O-line like that.
Rashad White averaged 3.5 yards per carry last year. God damn!
I can't wait for your bold prediction of the season. Jeez,
Eric, 17-0, first 20-win team.
No.
Go Birds!
No.
We'll
lose one.
So I defended this team all last year. I've defended this team multiple times, but I'm not allowed to cheer for them. But I don't give a fuck. I played the Eagles fight song the other day after I completed a dynasty trade for my stack of Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith. Let's get into the next team. Look at him. He's so upset.
All right. So
I'm going to play it every Sunday morning just to piss him off.
The Dallas Cowboys, plus 1,900 to win the Super Bowl. Plus 150 to win the division, minus 210 to make the playoffs, plus 170 to miss the playoffs, and their line's set at 9.5.
That's a fascinating line. Let's get into departures here. So Dallas Cowboys had Leighton Vander Esch, the linebacker, retired. God, That what is gone too soon, man. I feel bad for that guy. Stephon Gilmore joined the Minnesota Vikings, and J-Ron Curse is a free agent right now. Running back Tony Pollard joined the Titans. Michael Gallup joined the Raiders. Saw how bad that team was. Retired. Offensive tackle Tyron Smith joined the New York Jets. Tyler Battersea joined the Washington Commanders. Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler Jr. All three joined the Commanders. That's funny, bro. Oh man, sorry. Neville Gilmore joined the Dolphins, and Jonathan Hankins joined the Seahawks. And their additions is gonna be real quick, boys. So they added Zeke Elliott and Royce Freeman. They signed Chuma Adoga, Eric Kendricks, Jordan Lewis, Trent Sieg, Rico Daddle, and Ezekiel. I already said Zeke. That's it. End of the additions, boys.
All right. Opening up the season, Dallas will play in Cleveland. Then they will host the Saints and Baltimore. Week 4, they go into the Meadowlands to play the Giants. They will stay out east and play the Steelers Week 5. Home against the Lions Week 6. A Week 7 bye week. Coming off the bye week, they play in San Francisco and then in Atlanta. Then they're home against the Eagles and Texans for Week 10 and 11. Go out to D.C. to play the Manders. Home for the Giants. Home for the Bengals. In Carolina Week 15. Home to host the Bucks. In Philly Week 17. And finish it off home against the Manders.
The Salamanders.
So just a real quick unbiased breakdown here for me. It's going to seem biased with what I'm going to say, but you have to remember what Jermaine just told you. They lost a lot of people. They didn't add very many people. They're going to be able to double team, triple team CeeDee Lamb if they want. The run game is old. So I'm going to go with under 9.5 and no to make the playoffs.
No to make the playoffs, huh?
Yeah. Well, mainly because I can only pick 2 teams from this division to still have one for the NFC South. And I don't see 2 teams coming from the NFC South, so I had to throw one team from the NFC East in there.
Yeah, and not the Cowboys?
Yeah, not the Cowboys. Dude, think about it. Just all bias aside, it's Eric saying this. I know you. Where's the offense going to come from?
Dak Prescott.
Who's he throwing to?
Jake Ferguson, Brandon Cooks killed it towards the end of last year. Jalen Tolbert is still there with the squad, and CeeDee Lamb is an absolute dominant monster.
Yeah.
We're just ignoring Jake Ferguson?
No. I said Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb. That's it. The other, Brandon Cooks has been great for a long time. Everywhere he goes, he seems to hit. He's getting old, man. Tolbert, I don't know much, but I just don't see it. They have no depth at running back.
I think running back will be fine.
CeeDee's still holding out.
They're going to sign CD. They do this every time. Dak Prescott held out too. Like, I'm not worried about CD not being there. And Zeke was good when Ramondre Stevenson went down last year. Like, is Zeke going to hit 40-yard rushes? No, that's not in his game anymore. But he can get you 4 or 5 yards of carry for sure.
O-line's devastated. D-line lost a lot of starters. I'm just saying, if you just look at the facts.
They drafted 2 great rookies or 3 rookies, all look like they're poised to start for that offensive line. Awesome. I think they're going to
not trusting a rookie in a 17-game season.
Tyler Steen, dude, it happens all the time, and then they dominate.
We'll see.
I'm just saying, like, there's no way the Giants or Commanders are going to finish above this Cowboys team.
We'll see.
There's no way. You're betting against this squad, and you're betting with Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah. We're going to trust Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
His offense.
Maybe.
We're betting against this offense.
Possibly,
right?
Dude.
But you're going to bet on the Commanders' offense because you ain't betting on the goddamn Giants. I know that for a goddamn.
I like how you're coming at me for it, but you earlier in the podcast said you were going to come on here and say the Commanders are going to win the
for plus 800.
All right. Well, don't act like what I'm saying is crazy.
It is crazy. That's why I picked the Eagles to win the division.
All right, we'll see.
I'm just saying, if you think a rookie quarterback is going to do better than a rookie offensive lineman, that's wild.
Maybe.
Okay, but that's what you're saying.
We're starting to see this generation of players that grew up idolizing and watching Patrick Mahomes. And I think I'm not saying time out. I'm not saying James Daniels is going to be Patrick Mahomes. But I'm saying Cliff Kingsbury can work with that, and I think they have a better chance of getting second place in the division than the Cowboys do. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think I think the NFC South is going to get 2 teams. The Cowboys are going to start 1-2, and they might start 0-3, man. Go Saints. I cannot tell you what the Saints are going to be this season. Nevada, give us your Dallas.
Dallas was the home of frozen margaritas and German chocolate cake.
Frozen margaritas, Eric.
Oh, okay. I was
Frozen.
like, all right, I'll let that go.
Frozen, yes.
All
The
right.
margarita was started in El Paso. That is correct. But
Them big city motherfuckers trying to steal our shit.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, if we just freeze this bitch."
They used their big city technology and said, "What if we freeze this shit?"
We didn't have ice in El Paso. It was hot as hell.
Yeah. For me, for the Cowboys, Eric, I just love hearing your analysis of the Cowboys. You're
Not
unbiased.
biased.
Yeah, unbiased account of the Cowboys.
Not biased. Not biased. They're trash.
I didn't slander them. I just said they have a lot of things that are questionable.
They could finish.
I think that's. Yeah, I think it's fair. Yes, questionable. Sure. Step back. Yeah, probably so. They still got Dak.
Mm-hmm.
They still got CD, like Jermaine alluded to. That'll resolve itself. Ain't nobody gonna let CD sit out there without a contract because Jerry's gonna be all of a sudden a penny pincher. He'll be back. The only question I have is how quick can he get back up to speed? Because skill players take a little bit of time, no matter how long they sit out. So that's my question that I have for the CD issue. But it's CD Lamb. He ain't shown us anything other than he's awesome. Easily the best wide receiver in his class, without question.
Motherfuckers drinking up a storm. Eric, what's your record before we get Nevada back? What's your record prediction for the Cowboys?
For the Cowboys, 7-10.
7-10.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, one of those 7 will be a fucking game against Philly because it just happens.
Division rivals,
to piss me off.
All right. I think defense-wise, they still got good cornerbacks. They got Deron Bland and why am I spacing his name right now?
Trevon Diggs is back.
Yes, Trevon Diggs. Bring over Malik Hooker. Not saying he's a world beater, but at least helps out on the back end. Jordan Lewis is a serviceable cornerback. They have something Philly does not have, and that is a pass rush. I know you can admit to that, Eric.
Yeah, that one homie they have is crazy.
Yeah, between Michael
Come on,
Parsons,
you know his name.
Until he puts the Philly green on, he's dead to me. Fucking traitor. Yes, he's probably one of the best players in football overall. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Probably on the short list for defensive player of the year, but between Michael Parsons, God, why do I keep spacing names right today?
DeMarcus Lawrence?
Thank you. DeMarcus Lawrence. And then, I guess you could throw Carl Austin in there, but I'm not huge on him right now. But those guys easily, you can almost book them each for 12 sacks.
Yeah.
And then Micah plays everywhere. So I think they'll be fine. I still agree with a step back. I will go just under at 9-8. No to win the division. I will go with a 6 or 7 seed for them sneaking into the playoffs.
Sweet.
I'm going under, no to make the playoffs, and no to the rest of it.
I love how you give me so much grief.
Yours is biased as fuck, Eric.
I love how you give me so much grief, and then you just pick this, not the same thing, but you
didn't even mention the schedule once. You didn't mention the schedule once, which you could have hung your hat on for why they could be bad. You didn't mention it once. You just hate them, Eric. That's it. There's no other reason.
I don't hate anybody. Dude.
Let me make that sound louder for those listening, dude.
I don't wish ill on them. I don't. I just want
You're
them to lose.
okay.
I just want them to
on.
lose.
Come
That's
on.
it. Like I look. At the end of the day, once they step out of the field, they're a human being just like me. I got nothing but love for the man. The player can go fuck himself until he's not wearing that.
He's saying this because this is listeners. He's saying this because it's a recording. That's the only reason. He's like, you ain't gonna catch him slipping.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll just let it go.
I've heard what you've said about the Cowboys before, bro.
Have I wished death upon them before? Yes. That was in the moment, angry, passion. It consumes you.
I've never said anything.
And I think Dak is a high class, good dude. I root for him to get second place every year.
He's tried so hard to PC his feelings for the Cowboys.
Dude, just say what you want to say, bro. They also have one of the best kickers in football. But no, their schedule is brutal, bro. They play the Bengals. They play, obviously, Eagles twice. They play the Bengals, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Falcons, the Lions.
The Niners.
Like the 49ers, it's right. Yeah, because they play a first-place schedule. The schedule is brutal. I honestly, like,
it's one of the hardest in the league.
top 10 pick. It doesn't even sound that crazy, dude. I'll tell you that much. Top 10 pick doesn't sound crazy. But yeah, I got mine in. Let's go ahead and move into the Washington Commanders.
One last thing. Dak won't be a Cowboy next year. All right, so Washington finished fourth last year, 4-13.
Before the season.
Super Bowl odds plus 12,000 to win the division, plus 800 to make the playoffs is plus 260. To miss it is minus 340, and their line is set 6.5.
Departures: Alex Armour, Byron Pringle, Charles Leno Jr., Nick Gates, Tyler Larson, Abdullah Anderson, David Mayo, and Terrell Burgess are all still free agents. Jacoby Brissett joined the Patriots. Sam Howell joined the Seahawks. Antonio Gibson also joined the Patriots. Curtis Samuel joined the Bills. Logan Thomas joined the 49ers. Shadiq Charles joined the Titans. James Smith-Williams joined the Falcons. Casey Toohill also joined the Bills. Cody Barton joined the Broncos. Kalika Hudson joined the Saints. Kendall Fuller joined the Dolphins. Cameron Curl joined the Rams. And Joey Slye joined the Jaguars. Additions for the Washington Manders. They added Jeff Driscoll and Marcus Mariota to the quarterback room. They signed Austin Eckler in free agency. They re-signed Jamison Crowder and brought in Alameen Zaccheaus and Zach Ertz. Tackle Cornelius Lucas, guard Nick Allegretti, and center Tyler Battises, and Michael Dieter, center, all joined the team. Edges Dorrance Armstrong, Cleveland Farrell, Dante Fowler Jr., Efe Obada joined the squad. Linebackers Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, Mikael Walker, Mikael Walker, and then cornerbacks Michael Davis, James Pierre joined the team. Jeremy Chin, and then long snapper Tyler Ott. Nevada, you have the schedule?
Yes, sir. The Manders open up in Tampa. Then they host the Giants. They travel to Cincinnati and then travel further down to Arizona. Home against the Browns. Travel into Baltimore. Home for the Panthers. Home for the Bears. Then they play at the Giants. Home for the Steelers. Play in Philly. Thursday night game, week 11. Home for the Cowboys. Home for the Titans. A week 14 bye week.
Book them to win it.
There you go. They play in New Orleans following the bye week. Host the Eagles. Host the Falcons. And then finish off in Jerry World.
God, that's a nice schedule, dude.
Let's hear it, Eric.
So for Washington, I have them over the 6.5. And to make the playoffs, they won't win the division. They won't win the Super Bowl. I think with a young, explosive, talented quarterback with no tape on him, Cliff Kingsbury's mind, I'm putting a lot of faith in Austin Eckler here. I think there could be a revival.
Hold on, go back. Putting a lot of faith in Cliff Kingsbury. We've seen his behind the scrimmage throw the ball to the guy behind the scrimmage offense before.
Yeah, we'll see. But he has a chance with a. Did he Coach Jaden at ASU? No, he was never at ASU.
No, he's never.
Yeah, sorry.
He was in Arizona.
Yeah. No, but I just think there's a lot of potential for them to be creative with the quarterback that's going to be, I don't know, I don't want to say scrambling all the time, but he's definitely going to be on the move and out of the pocket, and he's also a potential playmaker once he breaks free. I don't know if he has that dog in him. I dogged him in college the whole time because I saw him at ASU, and I never thought he had that dog in him, but then he shut me up while he was at LSU. Scary.
Wow. First time you said that, ladies and gentlemen.
Scary Terry, he's going to get at least 800 yards against Philly in the 2 times he plays them, so he'll have a great season.
800.
And I'm worried about, one of the things that the Commanders always held their, held their hat on was that they had a pretty solid D-line with the pass rush. They've since blown that shit up and everybody's gone, but they brought in guys. It's going to be a rotating door. Schedule's a lot easier than the rest of the division. Well, maybe not the Philly schedule, but and I don't know. Maybe I don't have as much bias towards Washington as I do Dallas. Maybe that's why this is happening, but it's got to shake up because it's been Philly and Dallas for the longest time, and it's got to shake up. And the NFL's unpredictable.
Washington's defense. So you gave your picks already, right, Eric? You opened with that, right?
Yes.
You said over.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Over.
I was
yes.
just making sure.
Wow.
So they still have Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen in the middle.
In the middle, right? They lost the
defensive tackles.
They
traded the edge to
Montez Sweat went to
Chicago, and then they traded Chase Young to the 49ers. Now he's on the Saints.
Yeah.
But they signed Cleveland Farrell.
Kid out of Clemson, right?
Yeah,
yep.
he played.
Like the Raiders drafted 4th overall.
Yeah, they reached to yeah. That was the beginning of the end for them. That was the first thing they did, and it was the beginning of the end. And they also brought in Dorrance Armstrong from the Cowboys. They have Jean Baptiste. They have that rookie Jerzon Newton, and then KJ Henry backing him up as well. But check out this linebacker core, dude. So Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, and Dante Fowler Jr.
I mean, I wish Philly had a linebacker core like that.
Dude, I was reading their additions, and I was like, holy shit, I missed that this defense low-key got pretty fucking good.
And their DC is somebody dope, too, isn't it?
I actually don't know who their DC is. Can you look
is
that up?
Bieniemy still with them?
No, Bieniemy is coaching college now. Bieniemy's at USC or UCLA or something, dude. Well, the NFL told us what we needed to know. We were like, I don't get it. Now I get it. Like, he's just not good.
The Manders DC is Joe Witt Jr.
I'm not familiar with his game.
He came over from the Cowboys.
Damn, and they signed all his defensive players from the Cowboys?
Yep.
What was he for the Cowboys? Like a D-line coach?
He was like a
Secondary
linebacker
coach?
or something.
Linebacker coach? What did he do?
I will pull up his history quick.
So they added Jeremy Chin to that
Which is
secondary.
devastating because I wanted Philly to get him.
I like Jeremy Chin a lot. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Like they don't have like their secondary leaves a lot to be desired, but they have some guys that they could rotate in there, and they just need to piece it together for this front seven to do what it's gonna do. Like the second, like that's the thing. If your front seven's dominant, your secondary doesn't have to be as good. Just ask the fucking Super Bowl winning Eagles. that front four, just the front four was ridiculous.
We won that Super Bowl because of the front four. Literally, like the play that saved the game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I trust me. I know. Watch that. Dude, I think they did some good things on their offensive line. It's obviously still work in progress. But they had like Tyler Battersea is a great center, especially for a rookie. He was a secondary coach and defensive pass coordinator for 21, 22, and 23.
They had a solid secondary all those years.
They did. So he could probably work some. I don't know. This defense. See, this is why I was like, I was going to come in here and pick the Commanders to win this division. I don't have the stones for that because this is one of those true cases. Like, I don't think it's nearly as bereft as Dallas as Eric made them, but it's Terry McLaurin and like who? Like, you know what I mean? Like who?
Austin Eckler,
I mean,
Zach Ertz.
I'm gonna hold out.
Five-time Pro Bowler.
I'm gonna hold out hope for Austin Eckler. And I think Brian Robinson Jr. is one of the most disrespected running backs. Dude got shot, still bald. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's a good running back. He's not Jonathan Taylor or Breece Hall or anything like that, but not everyone is. There's a reason why those guys are so ridiculous. It all hinges on Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie quarterback. Give me over 6.5. I think they bounce back in a pretty good way. It's all good vibes there, right? So they have Jaden Daniels. They have this new coaching staff, new ownership, new general manager. Like, they no longer have the stink. Well, they have the stink of Dan Snyder, but it's a fresh, like, you could tell they like soaped up their carpet. You know what I mean? Like, they did some renovations, so it's almost gone. I just can't take the leap. I wanted to come in here and to pick them to win the division just to fuck with you, Eric, because they're the Eagles. But I mean, I still think they have a shot, especially at plus 800 if you're listening. But give me no, and then over.
Nevada, what's yours? We skipped yours.
For the bet, I'll go over. No for the playoffs though. Real quick for Washington. Herbert Hoover and John Quincy Adams both kept pet alligators in the White House.
Oh, I jumped you, Nevada. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
I
want to bet alligator.
No.
No, I was vetoed.
Where do you keep that? I think.
Eric's room.
Yeah.
I have the back for the wrestling.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Fix your back real quick. Start feeling fine in no time.
Eric, how'd you get so jacked in 6 weeks? I fucking every night before I go to bed, I gotta wrestle a fucking alligator from my spot in the room.
I was Big Spoon for 6 weeks straight.
Just all night in the sleeper hole so he doesn't roll and kill me.
I see some kind of like what Jermaine said. I see some potential with the defense. I'm hopeful for Emmanuel Forbes, the draft pick.
He got crushed last year.
Yeah. Hopefully he can get fixed up by the new DC, but he's got all the talent. We've mentioned Jeremy Chin. Scary Terry's going to probably do Scary Terry stuff. Like Jermaine said, though, who's going to fill in that secondary role? I don't know if it's Eckler. I kind of hope it is for their sake, but his last couple of years in San Diego, he became the darling to he's not even relevant. Hopefully he can fix it. Is this the return of the ghost of Martavis Bryant?
Yes.
Bro. I love holding out hope for these guys. Like, I'm still waiting for Josh Gordon to hit again. But let's be honest, dude. Let's be honest here.
I think the other issue, I can't pull it up right this second because I forgot to pull it up, but there was a stat that Jaden Daniels coming into the pros from the college had one of the worst pressure rates as far as completions. And the Commanders, granted different team from last year, had one of the worst rates for letting pressure to the quarterback.
Phenomenal combo.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Something's got to give there. Hopefully they don't have another David Carr situation, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. So I still think they're on the upswing. They ain't there yet, but over 6.5. No for the playoffs as of right now.
How you going to just slander David Carr when RG3 was right there, bro?
Well, David Carr was the king of a bad line and getting just pummeled into the ground.
So he quit real early. I'm going to give that crown to Andrew Luck.
Andrew was like, man, fuck this.
Andrew Luck literally said, fuck. He was in the middle of training camp. He had gone through 4 weeks of training camp and said, like, I'm good.
Dude. I can't do 17 of this.
I'm good, bro.
You guys are going to get me killed.
Fuck, dude. Can you imagine if Andrew Luck was still in the league with all the quarterbacks we have right now?
He'd be in probably like year 15 now? Something crazy? Because he quit after year 7, right? Not quit. Sorry, he retired after year 7.
Has it been that long since he retired?
I don't know, dude. Time and me don't go well together.
Well, he'd be old as Kirk because he was in the same draft class because RG3 and Kirk got drafted to then the dead named Redskins at the time.
So he played 2018 and then retired in 2019. And he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 years. You were right about that. But it's only been 5 years since.
So it'd be a year 12.
Going into year 12. Yeah, going into year 12.
Yeah, he'd still be dominating.
Bro,
The Colts would look completely different.
versus CJ Stroud?
To the Jaden Daniels blitz rate and stuff like that, would you guys like to guess a few of the top all-time sacked quarterbacks in the season?
Ooh,
Just
yes.
Top 5 real quick.
David Carr.
Yep. He's on there twice.
Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck?
Nope.
Oh, top
Carson
5.
Wentz.
Nope.
Man, there were some recent ones that just
So
Sam Howell.
Yes, last year for the Manders.
I don't know if I'm gonna get the other ones. Let's just go ahead and get them.
Randall Cunningham was second at 72 sacks in a season.
Would have never guessed Randall Cunningham.
And
I just thought he ran away.
And John Kitna had 63 sacks in 06.
The kid, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, that Detroit Lions team, that's the one that went 0-16, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's funny. All right, dude, let's speed through this New York Giants portion. I don't want to spend too much time on it, so go ahead, Eric.
All right, last year they finished 3rd, 6-11. This year, Super Bowl odds is plus 15,000. To win the division is plus 1,500. To make the playoffs is plus 400. To miss it is minus 550. And they also have a 6.5 line.
They won 6 games last year?
Yeah.
Damn.
Holy fuck, I might have to take the over now. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. All right, let's get into some departures here. Darren Waller retired and made the worst music video of all time. Guards Tyre Phillips and Justin Pugh, cornerback Adoree Jackson, Casey Kreider, and kicker Randy Bullock are all free agents. Quarterback Tyrod Taylor went to the Jets. Saquon Barkley went to the Eagles, as well as Paris Campbell. Sterling Shepard and Ben Bredesen went to the Buccaneers. Jihad Ward went to the Vikings. A'Shawn Robinson went to the Panthers, and Xavier McKinney joined the Packers. Additions: they brought in Drew Lock. They brought in Devin Singletary. Wide receivers Miles Boykin and Isaiah McKenzie and Allen Robinson. He's still kicking. That's amazing. Tackles Jermaine Illuminor and Matt Nelson. Guards John Runyon and Aaron Stiddy. Center Austin Schlottman. They traded for Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers. Re-signed Isaiah Simmons at linebacker. Brought in defensive backs Darnay Holmes, Trey Herndon, and Jalen Mills. Nevada.
Week 1, home against the Vikings. Then they go to DC. Then they go to Cleveland. Home against the Cowboys. They go visit Seattle. Home for the Bengals. Home for the Eagles. Away at the Steelers. Home against the Manders. Away to Carolina. A Week 11 bye week. They host the Buccaneers. Then they go into Dallas. Home for the Saints. Home for the Ravens. They visit the Falcons. Then home for the Colts. And away at the Eagles.
So
that's a hell of a schedule.
Real quick for mine, they're not making the playoffs or winning the division or the Super Bowl. I do have them at over for one reason only. That D-line is out of control.
The D-line is fantastic.
And that will win them 7 games this year. That's the only analysis I got on them. I hate the Giants. I'm pissed off that their D-line is this good. I think 1 through 4 or 5. How many do they have? 6? Like easily startable on any other team, guys.
Oh, you're talking about yeah, bro. I mean,
it's out of control.
Boogie Basham is a backup defensive end now. Like, it's pretty crazy, dude. Their front 7 is pretty stacked, especially like they have some sleeper linebackers, right? Like especially in the inside. Bobby Okereke and Micah McFadden are pretty good linebackers, man. Yeah. Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, and Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah,
you cannot double a single one of them.
That's so wild.
It's going to be one-on-one coverage every game.
Look. Remember this name. Raheem Nunez Roches.
Oh my gosh.
He's the fourth guy on that D line.
He's
he's really good.
Don't have 4 guys in 10 seconds.
And because they're worried about the other fuckers, that guy is just gonna be like, well, oh, I'm just over here by myself, sack. Just by myself, tip ball. This offense though, man.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. All right, so Nevada, what do you got?
This might be one of my favorite facts. You are 10 times more likely to be bitten by a New Yorker than a shark.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, I mean, the offense is rough. When you're shelling out 40 sheets a year for Daniel Jones, he even grew out a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, a little bit of a beard. He's still the same shitty quarterback. He's not fooling anybody.
First game back. Can we just relax?
He's in midseason form already.
Bro, this man gets so much hate. He's never had anybody to throw the ball to. Anybody. What's the best weapon besides Saquon Barkley that he's had to throw the ball to in his career?
Darren Waller.
That might be the answer. And
it might be just off the top of my head.
It was the ghost of Darren Waller.
Jeremy Shockey.
Daniel Jones has been around for 20 years. I think it's a little all right. I'm not planting my flag on Daniel Jones. So
yeah,
let me back up.
You know, when he shows me that he can do this at a consistent level, I will. Okay, he's the QB. But right now, what he's doing, especially at the price point he's doing, he is. I don't want to go say so far as to say a liability, but he is not necessarily helping his team.
Yeah, but $40 million is the cost of an average NFL quarterback now.
I understand that, but
yeah, you do.
Russell Wilson. Yeah, we go over average. My thought is if Dable and Shane, we watched them in the Hard Knocks. If they want to keep their jobs, Daniel Jones will not be the quarterback by the time the season ends. Unless he shows that he has figured it out and he can do it. But at this point in his career, he has not shown that.
They're trading him?
I don't know. I doubt you can trade that contract. You're just going to have to eat it.
Oh, they're just going to cut him mid-season?
It's going to be one of those things just like last year where he gets injured and then like, you know what? Screw it. What's the point of bringing him back? We'll just keep him on the bench, finish the season out because they're going under 6.5. No,
what's funny is like the pendulum has swung so far with just one preseason game. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, with arguably the worst offense in football, won 9 games his last healthy season and made it to the playoffs and won a playoff game. It's just like the dude, that was his first game in how long? Because I don't think he played a game for them last year, right? He got hurt in the preseason.
No,
he played a game.
I'll pull it up.
I have his name right here. I can click it. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure he played because they had to throw in Tommy DeVito, and the fans were pulling for Tommy because he was the local boy.
Yeah, six games played.
Yeah,
I mean, he had 6 interceptions, but he was throwing the ghosts out there. Literal ghosts. Darren Waller was the best guy. I don't know. I feel like it's swung too far. But also, it's Daniel Jones. I'm not going to fight anybody.
That's probably a smart move right there.
All right. And you gave us you said over, right? Under?
I think their schedule is going to be too tough for them. They got talent on the defensive side, but their schedule is a little bit too tough.
It's a bad schedule. Is he this year's Zach Wilson?
Ooh, I don't know if it's that bad.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad either. I'm just looking at it. Do I see 7 wins?
Not that bad.
I think he can beat the Saints, bro.
That's what I went through. Is I was trying to count the wins. I got to 6 that I felt confident enough. I wasn't confident to go 7.
I'm gonna have to hit the under. As much as like they won 6 games last year.
Yeah.
And they got better. Like that's one thing you have to say, they got better.
Malik and that defense.
Daniel Jones is better than the quarterback that they were using last year. Like at a minimum, right? We could all agree to that.
Yeah, no question. No question.
So like,
why wasn't Tyrod playing? He got busted too.
Tyrod always gets hurt, bro. Tyrod always has the opportunity to be something special, and then he gets hurt.
Bad break. Remember when he was doing good for the Chargers and the athletic trainer put a needle in his lung?
Bro, the athletic trainer said, they're going to start this man over this man. Have they been watching practice? He said, whoops. Justin Herbert went on to set the rookie touchdown passing record.
My fantasy team needs that bump. You ain't playing.
He's like, I got Keenan and Mike. I got the double stack, bro. Under and nose across the board, division order, Eric. Give me Philly, Washington, Dallas, New York.
All right, let's see what's on DraftKings here.
And I got the order you see right there, Eric.
That's a smart order.
What?
Yeah.
I can't. Last year I could hitch my wagon to Dallas. This year I can't. And last year I picked the Eagles to win the division. That was an idiotic move.
Yeah.
They were at 11. They had like 10 wins by week 12, and I'm over here saying that was dumb.
Okay, so Philly.
God, they had just.
So yours is plus Philly, Washington. Yours is plus 900, and I have the exact same division order as you.
For me, right? Yeah. Okay, because you kept saying you, and I was
sorry
like,
for you.
Yeah, I got
Jermaine,
you.
and then for Nevada, what is it? Philly, Dallas, Washington, New York.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, chalk.
Philly, Dallas.
Yeah.
Plus 350.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. He went chalk. It's a smart bet.
Yeah. Jermaine, when you said that, I completely forgot that Philly tanked in the last month and a half.
They were number one seed, dude.
I know.
In the NFL.
They were the best team in football. That is wild, dude. It was wild. And then they forgot how to tackle, dude. That was what happened. They forgot how to tackle.
Bizarre.
It's truly one of the strangest things I've ever seen. Yeah, that's why everyone got fired, dude.
Eric, thoughts?
Major comeback, dude. That's what that was.
Minor setback for a major comeback.
Yeah.
All right.
Wouldn't be surprised if we win 15 this season.
Win your first 15, lose your last 3.
Dude, that'd be so sad, dude.
If they do that, Philly's on fire, and
well, with the epic collapse of the Phillies, yeah, I don't know if the city can handle another collapse.
Oh my goodness, the Phillies are fine.
Dude, they're one of the worst teams in baseball.
They're fine. It's baseball.
Break.
Hold on now.
They're one of the worst teams in baseball since All-Star break. Like, there's no way to sugarcoat it.
I'm saying they're fine. Is all I'm saying. It's baseball. It's baseball.
They're not hot. There's 3 weeks left for them to get hot.
It's fine.
It doesn't feel like they're getting hot.
Don't
even feel like they're in the microwave getting warmed up.
3 weeks.
2 weeks, whatever it is.
I thought the season ends in like end of September, dude.
Yeah, you got a month.
Yeah, we haven't even hit September yet.
We'll see.
They're in a rough patch. Yes. I'm just saying they're fine.
They were the best team in baseball in a season where there's going to be no 100 win team. It's crazy.
That is pretty crazy, especially with the dearth of talent at the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Fuck them.
Nevada, Nick did join you with the chalk. We went for Philly, Dallas, Washington, New York. He's got Philly and Dallas making the playoffs.
For the L.
Sorry, Nevada. Nick, kiss that, dude. Also, dude, the Phillies are still leading their division.
Yeah, by a significant amount, too.
6 games since Derek was saying this is the end of the world.
You could have told me, like, if Eric was like, yeah, they're like 3 games outside the wild card, I would be like, oh, damn, yeah, that is bad. No, they're in fucking first place.
4-6 in their last 10.
Welcome to Philadelphia fandom.
Dog, you guys are wild. I do agree. Wild. You guys got anything else for the 10s and 10s? We ran a little long.
Go Birds. I gotta get ready for it's autism season, dude.
Dude, I can't wait, dude. I'm going full autistic this season, dude. My dynasty squad needs it. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Podcast Room303. I've been your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez, for my co-host. And as always, we have with us the EP EAST and Nevada Putnam. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.